Hi, I'm Mark Varner with Vive Crop Protection. And today I want to talk to you about Vive Crop Protection's allosperse nanopolymer technology in our crop protection products here in the U.S. And to do this, I want to use a little hammer analogy. I want to show you a common hammer from my household. I kind of equate this to a lot of the formulation technology and crop protection chemicals that growers use today. It's always been made this way. It's always been shaped this way. There's really no frills. These type of hammers are probably not the most efficient hammers to use. And frankly, when you got to hold that nail like that, you either hit your thumbs or your index finger and you get stress and pain points. That's kind of how crop protection products that a lot of growers use today. Maybe save a few bucks for the plain Jane crop protection chemicals, but yet you have the best, most efficient planting equipment you could possibly have. And you have the best, most efficient harvesting equipment you have. But a lot of the crop protection products that growers use today are kind of like this old hammer. I kind of look at it like when I talk to growers about Vive products is, why don't you start doing things the way you want, not the way it's always been done, okay? And that's kind of my analogy of looking at this hammer versus the old style hammer. And I kind of like to equate this hammer to a Vive crop protection product. You quickly start realizing that this is not the normal same old hammer that my dad used to use. And that's kind of how we feel about the Vive crop protection products. Is they're different. They basically allow growers to do more. And when I say more, that means more efficiently and taking away a lot of the stress. You take a hammer like this, it doesn't look that well, but the grip immediately tells you that that's not going to slip out of your hand as easily as the wooden hammer. This is a pretty nice hammer in that it actually will hold the nail for you. There's a magnet there. The nail never falls out of this hammer. There is no pinch in your fingers. Again, like Vive crop protection products, taking away the stress and the pain points. The other thing about this hammer is it's versatile. And I kind of look at it when I talk about being able to do more with Vive products. This hammer is the same way. You can do more. It can change into a pry bar, okay? Get into some narrow spots if you needed to pull nails out. And that's kind of what Vive products do by letting growers use in-furrow fertility, in-furrow pop-up fertilizers, micronutrients, biologicals, biostimulants in furrow. Vive products like this hammer just let you do a lot more than the older style chemistry. And that's what growers really like about the Vive crop protection product. And frankly, I could use this hammer and probably get more done in a day, just like Vive products can help growers plant more acres per day. And at the end of the day, you face it, instead of buying something like this and having growers' remorse and having to unplug nozzles and change out nozzle tips and haul more water and be limited on what you can tank mix, most growers like hauling less water. They want to keep planting. They don't want to be unplugging a planter or having mixing problems in a tank. And that's where the Vive products have really made growers happy here in the U.S. And like I say, it's time to be more efficient. It's time to use a better hammer. This is a good hammer, but there's always a better hammer in the toolbox.